Blessed day everyone! Welcome to my channel, Math with Mrs. O. I'm Ofelia Orate, principal owner of a school, a math teacher, and an author of 21 books. Today, it's a happy day. We're going to have Philippine Science High School Review Part 9. I taught in Philippine Science High School for 18 years and was the head of the math unit for a time. Don't forget, like, subscribe, and press the notification bell. Let's start! Problem number 1. 7 more than a number x is represented by more than. The word more than means you add. So this is plus. So this is 7 plus a number x. So the answer is letter B. Now, let us study other words that express addition, like the sum. When you say the sum of a number, this is number, right? It's not hashtag. The sum of a number and x, that expresses addition. So this is still a number. So let's say a number 7 and x. So that is now 7 plus x. The question is 7 plus x equal to x plus 7? Yes, the answer is yes. What property is being illustrated here? The commutative property of addition. Don't forget that. Okay, next, you can also have the word or the phrase increased by. So for example, the problem is asking for the representation of, let's say, a number 10 increased by a number x. There, increased by. What else? So we can also have like plus, the usual plus. But the plus is usually not being asked in a test because it is very easy. So we can, so anyway, we go back to it. Let's say a number x plus 15. So you're going to have x plus 15 or 15 plus x. Other words or phrases that are being used for addition. So we can have here a number x, or let's say a number x added to the sum of a number p and 16. There. So you have here a number x added plus to the sum of p and 16. So you can have a parenthesis here, p plus 16. Repeat, a number x added to the sum. So you use plus p and 16. Or this can be x plus p plus 16. There. So we have here again, the correct answer is letter B. Problem number 2. 7 less than a certain number x is given by the expression. So we have here 7 less than. So when you say 7 less than, so this is minus 7. You start from the right. 7 less than, so minus 7 of a certain number x. There. So the correct answer is letter B. Let's practice or study some other phrases used for subtraction. So let's have here, let's say, problem number 1. The difference between a number p and 8. The difference between a number p and 8. difference minus between a number P and A. So this is your answer. Now, the question is this now equal to 8 minus P? The answer is no. There is no commutative property for subtraction. Next, number 2. So the correct answer in number 1, by the way, is P minus 8. What else? Decreased by. The phrase decreased by is used to denote subtraction. So let us say we have a number P decreased by 10. A number P decreased by 10. So we have the number P decreased by 10. What else? Okay, the usual minus. So we have here, let us say, 25 minus the number A. 25 minus the number A. So we have here 25 minus the number A. Problem number 3. Let x be the number 5 times a number subtracted from its reciprocal. So our number is x. 5, so 5 times a number, so we have 5x subtracted from its reciprocal. When you say from, so this is 5x subtracted from the reciprocal of x. The reciprocal of x is 1 over x. Repeat, 5 times a number x subtracted from its reciprocal, 1 over x. So the correct answer is letter C. Now, let us just review different terms used for numbers. So let us say this is the number. Let's say our number is x, the number x. There. For the first one, reciprocal, again, reciprocal of x. Reciprocal of x. So we have here 1 over x. What about the additive inverse? The additive inverse of x. Given x, what is the additive inverse of x? Minus x. What else? Let us say we have here the opposite of x. The opposite of the number x. The opposite of the number x. So you have here negative x. Okay, let's just have a practice. Let's say we have here twice the number x subtracted from its additive inverse. There. I'm giving you 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Twice the number x, so you have here twice the number x, subtracted from its additive inverse. The additive inverse of x is negative x. Repeat, this is twice the number x subtracted from its additive inverse. So the correct answer is negative x minus 2x, which can still be simplified as negative 3x. Let's move to problem number 4. The mathematical expression for 6 times the sum of a certain number and 4 is. So So you start with this, 6 times. So 6 times the sum of, so you have the sum of a certain number and 4. There. So the correct answer is letter C. Now, as a practice, let us just go over the other choices so that you will understand the difference between each of the choices. For example, letter A, how do you interpret this? So this is 4 increased by 6 times a number x, or 4 plus 6 times x. Okay, letter B, it's the same thing, 6 added to 4 times x, or the sum of 4 times a number and 6 there. So letter D, this is 6 times 1/4 of x. And letter E, 6 times the difference between a number x and 4. There. Problem number 5. Net's present age is N. Her age 15 years from now will be, so let us say you're now 12 years old. 12 years old now. What will be your age 15 years from now? So it's going to be 12 plus 15. 15 years from now, you will be 27. So in other words, this is the real thing. When you translate it into algebraic expression, we have N to be the age of net now. So N, her age 15 years from now will be, so you simply add 15 to the age N of net now. So therefore, the answer should be letter D. Now let's interpret the others. How do we interpret letter A? 15 times net's present age. Letter B, 15 less than net's present age, or net's present age minus 15, or the age of net 15 years ago. Letter C, 1 over 15 of net's present age. Present age. Okay, so letter E, this is 5. This can be interpreted as 5 less than 15 times net's present age. There you go. Problem number 6. Let x be the first integer. The sum of the first 3 consecutive odd integers is given by the expression. Okay. We can let x be the first number, integer. Then, remember that we're dealing here with odd integers. So the next one will be x plus 2. This is the next, or the second integer. But we have here 3 integers, so the next one will be x plus 4. This is the third odd integer. These are odd. Just to be clear, we make this first positive. Let's change this to first positive because you're still in grade school, to be sure that we understand each other. Now, why did we add plus 2 and plus 4 here? Let me explain this. For example, this is just for the sake of illustration. Your first integer is 1. What is your next integer? Or your next number? Isn't it 3? Oh, what did you add to 1 to get 3? You added 2. 1 plus 2 gives you a 3. Now, what about the third one? 1. So you have here 1, and then 3, and then 5, isn't it? Oh, how do you get 5? Using 1. So you add 4. 1 plus 4 is 5. So your consecutive odd integers are 1, 3, and 5. That's the reason why you added 2 and 4 here. Okay? Now, and the problem is asking for the sum. For the sum. So you will have to add this 3. There. You add them, all of them. So this is x plus x plus x. So you have 3x plus 2 plus 4 is 6. So our correct answer is letter D. Next, problem number 7. 4 envelopes at x plus 1 pesos would cost for quantity x plus 1, 4x, 4x plus 1, 4x plus 5, x plus 5. Now, when you have 4 envelopes at x plus 1 pesos, you have to multiply 4, the number of envelopes, times the price per envelope. You will get the total amount. So the correct answer is letter A. How do we interpret letter B? 4x simply means 4 times a number x, because x plus 1 is the cost. This is simply 1 added to 4 times a number x. This is 5 added to 4 times a number x. And this is now the sum of a number x and 5. Can we please go back to number 6? I just want to give you exercises. Problem number 6. What if the problem is asking for the sum of 2 consecutive numbers or positive numbers, consecutive positive numbers? If this is the case, there's no word odd. So you simply let x be the first number, and then you let x plus 1 be the second number. Why? They are consecutive, magkasunod in Tagalog. Meaning, if your number here is 5, then the consecutive number is simply 5 plus 1, which is 6. So you just added 1 to 6. So your x, which is the first number, simply becomes x plus 1, which is the second number. Since we are now getting the sum, so you simply add this. X here means 1x plus x, another 1x. So the sum will be 2x plus 1. What if we are getting the sum of 2 consecutive even positive numbers? How do we get the mathematical translation of this? Now, in this case, you will let x be your first number, and then you let x plus 2 be your second number. If there will be 3 numbers, the next number will be what? X plus 4. Okay, let me explain this further. If you let x be your first even number, let us say 4, your next even number will be what? 6, right? And how did you get 6? You added 2 to 6. That's why we added 2 here. Okay? Now, since we're getting the sum again, so we will simply add this. So in other words, we have x plus 2. That's the sum. X means 1x plus 1x. That will be 2x plus 2. Your answer is 2x plus 2. Okay, that's all. I hope I was of help to you. Don't forget always to add kindness, subtract judgment, multiply understanding equals Mrs. O's good life equation. Again, please press like, subscribe, and the notification bell. Thank you. God bless.